Okay, so this week, well, just past week, this is coming out a few days later, of course. It was, Black Friday, followed by Cyber Monday, and I went out and bought myself a new hard drive. And the reason I bought a new hard drive is this is going to be a backup for my backup. So back in my retail days, yes, retail days, when I worked for Apple, one of the things that I would always communicate and talk to people about that bought a new computer or came in looking for a backup hard drive was kind of the importance that we a lot of times bought our backup drives in pairs, because we are using a backup drive, which is fantastic, but most of us are taking stuff off of our primary drive, the one that we're using on our computer, and we move them to our backup and we're like, good. And then one day the backup fails and you lost everything because it's not on your primary drive anymore. So really important to back up your backup. Yes, does that make sense? So I have an 8 terabyte backup drive right now that backs up every hour. So I'm on a Mac, so it runs a program called Time Machine. If you guys are on a Windows computer or whatever, you probably have something else, but whatever you're using doesn't matter. But it can hold 8 terabytes. So let's say it was getting even half full and that drive failed. I was like, oh, I could lose 4 terabytes, 6 terabytes worth of data, like gone. So during the Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals, this drive right here at Best Buy, this is Best Buy Canada, it's not on sale anymore, just so you know, it was $149, so it was $50 off. So I was like, yeah, I don't need speed, I just need it to do its job. So I actually had, or my primary backup drive is another Western Digital, a little bit, I think, nicer possibly than this one, I don't know. And I got it at Costco, and it's been great. Very happy with it. I'll put links to it up here. Speed out of a spinning drive, I was actually quite shocked with. So this one, again, doesn't necessarily, for me, need to outperform that drive, because really I'm going to plug it in or use it like once every night or once every 2 nights just to clone the other drive. So this is it here, the Western Digital EasyStore 8 terabytes. And we're going to take a look at what comes in the box. And then we're going to actually run a speed test to see how fast it is, because that may be important for some of you. All right, coming right up. All right, so here it is, Western Digital EasyStore Desktop Backup Plug and Play, easy to use automatic backup software. Now I may use their software. So if it allows me to choose what drive I want to back up, I'm going to just say back up the other Western Digital drive. I don't need it to back up the internal, just back up the Western Digital drive. We'll be good, right? So maybe, we'll see. On the side here, it has your contents, super good. Now, it does say downloadable NTFS driver for read-write on Mac OS, because this is formatted as an NTFS drive. That's a concern for me. I may want to actually reformat that as a Mac one, but I will do that on my own. So we'll see. Well, I may have to do it actually now because I want to run a speed test, and I don't think this will run a speed test on a Mac because it's NTFS. So let's crack it open, shall we? We shall. We're gonna. It's a lovely baby blue box. That's nice, I guess. Unless you don't like baby blue, then what's wrong with you? Right? It's a common color. Come on. Okay. We're gonna take the drive out. There would be the drive. And our box accessories. Because that's excellent. Anything else in here? There is a little manual on how to set this up. So if you've never used stuff like this, there you go. It's in there. Take a read. I may use it just for the backup software. Again, we'll take a look. So here is your power. Okay, that doesn't just open that way. Never mind. Here is your power. You guys hear that? Is that annoying? Some people like it. They're like, that's for you that like that stuff. Yep. And we got a USB cable, so it is, so this must be, it probably is a little bit of an older drive, because you can tell it's got the traditional USB 3 and that weird kind of USB 3 port end that goes in there. Would have been nice to see USB-C, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain too much. A little bit, sure, but not too much. All right, this is the drive. So again, we're throwing this stuff down there. I would say this, size-wise, probably very similar. There is an up and a down, because you can see there's feet, so don't sit it this way. It wants to sit this way. You guys maybe can see that right there. I'll just kind of, yes? Is that looking stylish? It's got this, oh, hold on, ready? That's nice. And it is kind of this piano black, look, fingerprint smudge. So just realize if you're like, oh, that's nice, it's gonna look really clean all the time. I don't know. It does have this matte on the front, which I like. We're gonna set it up like right there so you guys can see that, because that's magical. And then we're gonna plug this in. And then we're gonna do this. We're bringing my computer down here. Yep, that's my computer. Just in case you guys were like, I wonder what this computer looks like. There you go. You're welcome. All right, so we're not gonna power it right yet. Oh, now this is what I dislike. I'm gonna say it. Companies that send out plugs this way. You see this? Now you plug it in and you take up 2 spots on your power bar, right? Because why can you not have put your prongs this way? So it takes up one spot. No, now you're messing me up. I don't like that. Luckily for you, I have a spot on the end, so it's just gonna hang out. But, oh, and does it fit that way? Maybe. It's close. See, they're not thinking. They're not being considerate to you and I. Oh well. Okay, we are plugging this in. And yes, I'm going through a USB-C adapter, but I don't think that's gonna have any issues. These ports can do 5 gigs. These ports should be able to, there we go. All right, and then this also has in the back, so there's that port, there's your power, and it does have a Kensington lock. So if you're somewhere that you can lock this on your table, you're good to go. That's also excellent. So this is going in, it only goes in one way, so you can't screw that up. Super good. And we plug this in. Listen. It's got a little bit of a clicky, but not bad. I think this one's quieter than the other one, actually. So my concern, like I said, is that, so there it is, EasyStore showed up, cool. I'm actually gonna take this stuff here and I'm moving it off. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want those files, I think. Actually, I'm gonna make a folder. I think that's better. And I'm gonna call it WD, Western Digital. And I'm gonna take those and I'm gonna put them here, okay? And then I'm gonna format this drive. So we're going into disk utilities, just in case. And we're gonna, you'll see EasyStore right there. I like the name's fine. We're gonna do a partition or an erase. We'll do an erase. Keep it EasyStore, but I don't like the Windows system, NTFS. So we're gonna do a exFAT for now, because that should be better. No, that should be good. I'm gonna keep it exFAT. Ready? Erase. And it's back. Done. And then I'm gonna take basically these files and I'm just gonna put them back, because of course the format just emptied those out. Yes? Yeah. So now it's just like it was, just that we've changed the format, because that's good. 8 terabytes coming up there. That's fantastic. And now what we're all here for, we're benchmarking it, not with the word bench. Nope. We are doing Blackmagic Speed Disk. Okay. Here we go. So we are going to come up here, select target. We are doing the EasyStore. Yep. Are you ready? What do you expect? If I can get in around 200, I'll be pleased. Read and write, I'll be very happy. Okay, and rough. Oh, there you go. 190, 196, 197. It'll hit 200. There we go. 200. Yeah, so that's good. And that's right. So I'm pleased with that. Read. 206, 207. So it's a little bit faster with the read, but that's expected. Is it consistent? Look at that, 205. Actually, it went up this time. 205 it hit. That's good. I have no issues with that. I think that'll be great for our backup. So, speed-wise, as you can see, that's pretty good. This is a spinning disc. It's great to see spinning discs actually getting faster. Some of my original spinning discs that I got that were like 1 and 2 terabytes. I say original, but ones that are a couple years old, you're getting, you know, 70 and 80 megabits per second. Megabits, megabytes, megabits. 200, I have no problem with 200. And I actually have some solid state drives that just get over 400. So that's pretty good, especially if you're just going to use it as a backup, because 150 bucks, 200 now. Yeah, that's all right. I'm okay with that. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you there. I'm actually going to go organize my room, try to figure out how I want to set this up with the other 8 terabyte, because as I said, kind of important to have a backup of your backup. Yes, does it make sense? All right, guys, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to put links to this. I'm going to see if it's available on Amazon, if it's available on Best Buy. You guys can go to your country and figure out where that is. But I will put links down there if you want it delivered home, because for one, it helps support our channel, which I appreciate you guys for doing. And two, sometimes we just don't want to leave the house, and I get that. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell, because again, it helps. And we will see you guys next video. Later, my friends.